these are the beans. Remember we talked about this trellis earlier this year. And I actually had to plant my beans twice. You're standing on that plant. Thank you.
Shit, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I was trying to avoid.
Yeah, but you stepped right on it.
I know.
There you go.
That's who I
Don't
am.
have that shit. Here, so rule number 1, don't let your wife into your garden. She'll trash it. No. But at any rate, so I'm about to show you why I'm never gonna grow bush beans anymore. Because literally, I'm old and my knees are gone. And I can just stand here and pick beans. Now, I'm gonna tell you what happened this year. The whole seasons have been completely screwed up. And these beans didn't, I planted the first batch of beans I planted, didn't even really come up. I don't know, I could make a lot of speculations as to why, but I don't know. But I replanted, and so normally I would have already had beans, but this is like only the second batch of beans I'm getting off these plants. But as you can see by growing them on the trellis, all I have to do is like basically pick them off. I don't have to crawl around on my knees in the garden. And it takes up so little space in your garden. So you have a lot more space.
Lots more space to put things out for your wife to walk on.
Put squash out so your wife can walk on them. You know, because she likes to keep her feet. It's like she just likes to step on mushy shit, right?
There you go. That's what it is.
Yeah, so at any rate, and I planted some peas. I don't know if they're getting enough sun, but I planted some English peas to go up the trellis when the beans are done, but we'll see how that works. It was worth a try. I had a couple of old bags of seeds that wouldn't have been good for next year anyway. So, yeah, look at this. See how easy is that? I just pick them off. I don't have to crawl around in it. I don't have to, so yeah.
It's
so
beautiful.
It's perfect.
And it's still blooming, so it's obviously still putting on.
Oh yeah, we'll get several more batches of green beans, and this is the second one of this size that we've gotten, so. Yeah, and see?
Nice batch of beans.
10 minutes start to finish. Okay,
Yeah.
so.
And in the shade.
And in the shade. Okay, so there you go. That's that thing that we did.
There's the cardboard that's down, finally. Keeping down the weeds, many of the weeds anyway. You're picking at the strawberries?
No, I'm making new plants.
Oh, how do you do that?
By just taking this, that's a new plant. See, it sends out runners. Now normally you want to pull the runners off, but my strawberries had died down to I only had 2 of them when this started. And so yeah, so I'm just taking that bunch of, see there?
Yeah.
See? When it sends out runners, then there's and you just want to barely press them into the soil, because if you bury them too deep, they will die. They do not like, so you just press them in the pots. And then I'm cutting a couple of them off because I don't want them to go anymore, so there's
And this
that.
is a barrel that has all kinds of...
My dad actually made this, and it's got a tube in the middle to water with, so there's that.
So the water goes all the way.
But yeah, I'm trying to make all the holes filled again because I had farted around. I didn't cover it last winter, and you know, life happened.
Yeah.
I didn't cover it last winter, and we lost a bunch of our berries, so I've been redoing them. But you don't want to just let them go crazy, because you'll notice I don't have any fruit this year, and the reason I don't have any fruit was because I let the runners on there. You want to have fruit, you keep pulling the. Are you taking pictures of my
No,
ass
I'm
again?
actually not. I'm actually doing
Not
the.
this time, huh?
Not this time. Oh, you want me to? I can.
No, I think people have seen enough of my ass. I think that was one of the complaints somebody had. Said, "My God, I'm tired of looking at your ass." Oh no, that was you.
So you don't have any plants this year because the strawberries.
No strawberries because it all went to runner, and I let it go to runner because I needed the plants. If you want strawberries, you keep those runners pulled off.
And there's the big piece of PVC in the middle to water.
Yeah.
And I assume it's got punchers in it to water all the way down.
Yep, it's got holes all the way
like
down.
French drain or something.
Yep.
That is so cool.
Is that Mom? Oh, that's the people at the church.
They're hollering at Mom. Hang on.
Oh, it's probably Freeman.
Hang on, I'm going to go see what they wanted.
Okay.
All right, you're on.
Okay, so in the you learn something every day thing, for most of the time I've kept goats, which is close to, oh my God, it's 45, 46 years. I've always fed them honeysuckle. We just found out that honeysuckle is actually going float, so who knows. But not if you don't give them too much. So most of the time when they're just eating it. So I'm going to be more careful with the amount I give them. But these are also trees that are in the go-between between the garden and the thing. So this time of year, the goats are kind of diminished their pasture for the fun stuff they like to eat. They're down to grass. And like I said, animals get bored. And the thing that will always unboard them, giving them something to eat. They like different foods. So what I'm doing is this has to be cleaned up anyway, or this will eat my whole garden. So what I do is I wait till fall and I cut this stuff down and I put it right in the pen with them. And it gives them that taste of something different they're looking for. And it gets the mess cleaned up at the same time. So it works out pretty good. I don't want to give them too much of it at one time though, because there is a bunch of honeysuckle in there, and now that I know it'll poison them for sure.
Yeah, really.
As long, ignorance is fucking blessed, people. Ignorance is blessed. Quit learning shit. It's easier to go through life and you don't know anything. Just look at the fucking president.
Oh, jeez.
I just make shit up as I go along. What the hell? Everybody believes me anyway. What the hell? Well, seriously, is anybody surprised that he knew that the pandemic was going to be as bad as it is? I'm not. If you are, you might want to ask yourself why you are. Just saying. But like I said, now that I know, no doubt kill every damn one of them if I'm not careful. So, I'll just throw some of that over. Okay, so now that I'm cutting my own hay, which is good, it's a plus. Oh, I hate when this happens. It's overripe. Give it to Doodle.
Oh, Doodle will love it.
Doodle will
Doodle
eat
is the rooster over there with the goats.
it. Yeah. Ooh, there's a good one. They're kind of, this time of year they start to get scraggly and nasty looking, but they're still good to eat. So, at any rate, so that's, okay, so, because I'm not buying hay anymore, I'm going to run out of baling twine. In fact, I already am running out of baling twine. So I was like, what the hell am I going to do if I run out of baling twine? So today it dawned on me that I might try cutting the feed sacks into strips. So now you're about to be with me when I take this idea on its maiden voyage.
Okay.
And what you're about to find out is if it's going to work or if it's going to flop.
Well,
We're about
okay.
to see. These tomatoes, I planted them late. They shall hopefully be good fall tomatoes. And I'm just using my pea trellis from the spring. And I planted 2 hills, one here and one at that end. And as you can see, they badly need to be tied up, but I was out of baling twine. So, it looks like,
It looks like it's working.
yes, that works perfectly.
Oh my goodness, that's cool.
So, there you go.
Now
Look
you
for
have
tying up
something
your
new.
tomatoes or other shit. I imagine if you're into that kind of thing, I imagine you could tie each other up with
Oh,
that.
jeez. You did not hear that, children, if you're listening. Ouch. That was a bitey thing.
Yeah, people say, how do you keep the weeds out of your garden? They obviously aren't watching because the weeds are... Well, there's plenty of weeds in this garden, even with the cardboard and all the other stuff. See, so I'm just going to take that, tie that up. Right there to that trellis. Look at there. See what I'm talking about? There's some big old tomatoes
Several of them.
getting ready to make.
No, that was an ant biting the shit out of me.
Oh, well, there you go. We do have those. And one of the ways you keep the weeds down in your garden is you just pull them constantly. Anytime you see one, you just pull it up.
Yeah. Don't wait until they're everywhere.
Don't wait till they're everywhere. Well, and don't try to come out and do it all at once either, because you'll be working for the rest of your natural life. But yes, so there you go. There's a fix for you.
Yay, that's awesome.
And you don't have livestock. If you have dogs or cats, they're made out of the same sacks.
Oh, the same material.
So it's the same material the dogs and cats feed comes in. So yeah, they'll make really good. And the thing about them is that they will not last either. They'll last probably a season. They've purposely made them to fall apart in the sun.
Aha.
So
they're
not
biodegradable mostly?
They're mostly biodegradable. So, you know, you take
Which is awesome, but...
yeah, it's not so awesome when you want to build with it. Now when I use them to build with, I have to make sure that they're not in the sun.
Yeah.
As long as they're in the shade, they'll last. The minute they get in the sun, forget about it.
Yep.
Okay, so there's your handy hint for today.
Thank
But
you.
mostly that's a handy hint for thinking outside the box. When you have a problem, don't go to the store and buy more twine. Look around your damn farm. It's a fucking apocalypse. Don't be going to the store every 10 minutes. Look around your farm and see what you've got that'll work. That actually worked really, really well. In fact, because it's fat like that, it's not going to bite into the vines as bad
As twine would.
as the baling twine would.
Yep.
So it's actually going to be a good fix. And something I have plenty of.
There you go.
So, thank you for watching.